Gemini, to your end of the month reading for September. If your friends like this, please like and subscribe. Guys, hit that big old like button. Let's get those analytics going. Best message coming out. We have manifestation coming out. Look at that. We have the magician making that magic happen, but it does feel like there is some kind of suffering and grief going on. Somebody could be going through actually a divorce or having some kind of depression going on. But really feeling like you're resting. I feel like this Three of Swords may have been in the past a little bit. Okay. Yeah, because there was definitely some kind of conflict. There could have been some kind of third-party situation that was going on over here with the heartbreak. But it does feel like, you are definitely resting out of this and really getting out of your mind. I'm really feeling like, your self-limiting beliefs and this entrapment of what's going on. You are definitely accepting what was going on through the situation as you are freeing yourself, seeing clearly what is definitely going on and how you really want to just make your victory, really heal from this situation. So there's a lot of healing that's coming out of this situation for sure. Let's see what's going on over here. Clarify on the Three of Swords is the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords says, yes, I'm barreling out of this. I've been here for 3 or 4 months and, maybe even years for some of you, and it's just like, I'm driven to succeed. Maybe you want new love. You're looking for this new love situation. Maybe this was a bad job that you had lost, or however it is, or having a hard time finding a job, however it is. But it's definitely, you have recouped on this situation and really found that, no matter what, I'm going to win at all costs, no matter what the situation was, and get out of my mind. So right now is a definite time for this magic to come towards you, right, as you're becoming more passionate about the situation. Yeah, there was a lot of scattered energy, but it feels like you're reining it all back in, right? I'm reining it all back in. I'm not as frustrated as I was before. Finding that frustration is actually leaving, and finding that, where you were having the lack of love or stability or success or resources or money, however it is, you're finding everything is kind of taking a turn around at this time. We have the long-term view where it feels like now I'm going to invest my time into something that actually is healthy for me, instead of sitting in all these swords. There's so many swords over here, so much mind taking over this situation. I'm definitely needing to trust in the intuition and the gut feelings more than letting that ego take over, right? But it also feels like I said, there was a lot of hard work and a lot of rest and recuperation, and a lot of maybe even healing going on within this situation. But you are making a lot of progress, and you're making progress towards your magician over here. So with this willpower coming back through, you are taking this courageous stand. You're going straight into the direction that you need to go, and you're really taking control of this situation, and a healthy control. I love that with the Chariot, because the Chariot is not just some direction. It's a healthy choice. It says, I have the control of where I want to be and determined to get there in this movement of the healthy piece of what I need. This isn't just going wherever. This is going down the road that I know is good for me. This is the right path, right? Knowing this is where I need to move, and this is how I'm going to move. So, getting a couple cards over here. Yes, absolutely. Yeah, because there was a lot of Four of Cups. And it was because I'm just looking over here at the 3 cups down, and, back here is that castle. And it's almost like I've come to the conclusion you're going to turn around, right? He's going to turn around. You're going to see that castle. You're saying, nope, I'm going to see this castle. I'm not going to look at these 3 of Swords anymore. I'm definitely going to look at the castle behind me, but I have to take some kind of intuitive look. I have to recoup. I have to get into overall awareness and really, do some shadow work, do some healing. And this is definitely where the love is going to begin with the Ace of Cups. And that's, doing things for yourself and saying, I don't want to stay in this rut anymore. I don't want to feel this way anymore. I don't want to keep myself trapped, in this energy anymore. I know there's something beautiful out there for me, and I'm going to go find it. I know there's someone out there beautiful for me, and I'm going to go find them. right? So putting yourself out there, taking yourself and saying, I'm no longer emotionally withdrawn. I'm actually going to get up and move, right? You're going to actually get up and move. And this is where you're going to have the triumph. And you already have the Six of Wands saying this is triumph and success. This is where you're going to be recognized for your progress. And this is the triumph and the success, right? This is saying I am succeeding. I am moving exactly where I need to move. This is the same, again, as the Chariot. This is saying I am in triumph. I am in movement. I am having the willpower. Here I come. Here I come. Right? So very beautiful knowing that, this is where I can manage everything. This is where I'm going to feel happy. And let's see what's going on over here. Show us what's coming towards Gemini, please. The Magician. Wow. So you do have the magic coming towards you. You're looking for the magic. You're looking for your manifestation, and here it comes. So what is coming? The magic. You hold all the keys to all the elements right now, and it's saying go ahead and keep that power with you. It's time to express yourself more. It's time to get out there. It's time for you to be the king. Do not allow all the extra burdens to become your responsibilities. Let them go. Look at the castle behind you, right? Because you have all these advancements that are coming toward you. Keep the hope and faith alive. Beautiful. And that's a beautiful, yes card. That's saying, yes, this is coming. The healing is here. You have the faith, and your dream is coming true. This is justified with the Justice card. You're getting justified and balanced within the situation, getting your mind balanced, right? Don't want to hold on to things that no longer serve you. Let things go. Let things flow so that way you can get clear about the situation. No matter how difficult it might feel at this time, it's okay because you'll be able to solve the problem, right? Because it's just going to energize you as you are taking on this beautiful transformation. The transformation is let go of things that, like I just said, don't serve you. Allow the new you to come through. Focus on your attention on things that are going to make you happy, on that castle behind you. Well, you have the Sun. Okay, so you have the Sun, the Ace of Wands, the Emperor, and the Sun. So there could be some crucial details that might not be, that you might not be able to see at this time, right? Things that you might feel like there's still some unreliable, circumstances going on within your life. There could be somebody still around you that is still dishonest. But, the overall is you finding your own happiness and not worrying about what they're doing, right? Because they could still be in your energy, right? Trying to disrupt your peace. And, my whole situation on that is just make sure that, that they do not allow them to give you that tension. Do not allow them to take away that energy from you. Could be still dealing with an energy vampire where you're still trying to put in all the hard work and trying to, stay as hopeful and patient as possible with the Star card over here, and really bringing in that self-discipline, right, for the achievement, but feeling like sometimes you are having a hard time staying self-disciplined with that Emperor upside down because you could have this person around you, like I said, who's trying to steal that energy or manipulate a situation. So you're definitely going to have to stay within you this power. Try to take on right now towards the end of the month probably less responsibilities when it comes to this person. Ooh, my ear is ringing. And make sure that you're learning the things about yourself that's gradually going to improve, right, your circumstances at this time and your sense of security as well, guys. Seriously, right? For your own emotional well-being, because it does feel like this person does want to try to take your power away. So you don't want that to happen, right? You want to stay as optimistic as possible because you're trying to bring in this Magician. So really trying to push yourself to the next level. Wow, as it increases in your wealth and really increases your wealth and maybe even new love coming in for you with the King of Wands. Wow, could have this beautiful Sagittarius or Leo coming towards you, right, with the Ten of Cups, because you could even say, well, even not only is my increasing my wealth, right, but I could even be broadening my horizons on the love situation with the 10 of Cups. Wow. And so I'm investing all my time. So make sure that you are investing your time in things that are actually going to pan out for you, not allowing, this other person to take everything away. Right? It just feels like that is exactly it. Man, you got the Chariot 3 times. So it's definitely saying, this is where I'm moving. This is where we're going to stay. If you have any legal matters about, in this situation, a divorce or any of things like this, right? This person might be trying to get their, I don't know, I want to say kind of like eat their cake and pie too. Does that make sense? Do you see what I'm saying? Troublemaker. So you might, need to resolve some kind of disagreement between you and this person as they're making some kind of unwise judgment calls. They could be pointing the finger at you for certain situations. So you might want to watch those situations as well. You're just traveling. The Ace of Pentacles. Wow. So definitely want to step back from the situation and always look from a different perspective. Okay? No matter what. That'll also help you along the way. You can kind of see where they're coming from. It's like, I don't think so. Right? Right. Okay. And that was it for you, my friends. Until next time, peace and love. Bye-bye.